Good morning mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. For those who are not new, welcome then and thank you for the consistent viewing support of our channel. Mark here, and today I'd like to share or to put some side notes on some sort of walk-in video, a store visit that I did recently. Because of the pandemic, it's been a while since I visited music stores, and I decided to buy a guitar string because it's also been it's been quite some time since I last replaced the strings of my guitar. My usual practice is wait for one or two strings to snap before I actually replace it. But nowadays I realize that when you hear that, ringing, the especially the wounded strings when it's buzzing, it's something that you need to consider replacing already because it can be heard when it's being recorded and it doesn't sound great. If you're just using your guitar for jamming Newman, jam session while drinking, then it would be fine. But if you are like recording videos and stuff, collaborating, your guitar should be in the best possible form. Hence, I visited Lazer musical instruments to buy a string, and I took the opportunity to take a video of the stuff they sell since there are a few customers allowed, or a number of customers allowed inside the store. So I took advantage, took some videos, and then share with you some of the products that grabbed my attention. So let's play the video. Right now the door, you see that baby drums. Something if you would like to get your kids started, or maybe yourself, or maybe just a jamming thing. We have a Telecaster style or your inspired guitar. I always I have several acoustic guitars in the past, but I had to give them up because maintenance cost. And most of the products here I that are displayed are from Court. Not sure how popular the brand is in other countries, but here it is relatively popular. You will see this brand once in a while, mostly in amateur battle of the bands, because of the price range. You can see in the base it has several tuning keys. Before it was only like three or four tuning knobs, and it doesn't even have that push pull thing. So it's the technology nowadays makes the sound better. I just hope that the quality of the wood is the same as the ones in the past, because in the past, wood is the quality of the wood is like a big thing. I like that Strat, I st- no Strat, that Les Paul inspired, those two Les Paul inspired guitars, two different styles, one with the pick guard, then one with the sunburst style. In fairness, they really look nice. Uh, there are times when I visited that the store assistants are using it, and it sounds decent. That's weird. Is that like a humbucker on a Strat? Like it has a. I think that is that a pick cover. Please comment. But it looks like a humbucker. Weird. Another what I like about the Les Paul guitars are the tuning keys. They look very nice compared to the Stratocasters, which is mostly plastic. The traditional Strats. I can see a Telecaster on the side. The thing is with Cord, they have a wide price range. I am pretty sure that they did have guitars at somewhere at 7 or 9 thousand, but when I visited the store, I think the lowest I've seen is somewhere around 11 or 13. But I'm pretty sure that there's a guitar of same quality which is a bit lower. Here we are looking at the bass. I like the bass towards the right. This one is good too. It has several. If you can see the design, it's not actually a design that you see that those two stripes in the middle. They're actually different wood or woods that you put together, so that the property of that wood will add up to the entire piece. I think that was one, two, three, four, five. I think 5 or 7 pieces of wood that they put together. Just imagine the effort that was done on the woodwork alone. And you also add the quality of the electronics, the number of strings, type of pickup. So you can, so looking at those factors, that price, the price that they are putting is kind of like, affordable. With other brands that would have cost somewhere in the 50 or 70 peso range. Another thing I didn't notice is that they do not sell fretless bass, or those bass where the fretboard has guide lights or something that you when it lights you, that's the one that you press. It tells you that that's the one that it is within scale, or that's something that is part of the song that you need to press or something. So it's just a typical bass. So it's only a matter of picking the type of wood or woods that were used, the pickup, electronics, the pot. You need to check if there's a cracking sound when you're turning it. Here are other instruments. I that's what the one I like. The that small guitar. Something you can it's that would come handy if you are a traveler and you like to hang out at beaches, parks. It's better to bring that than to bring an actual guitar, because it's when you have a lot to bring, it's easy to manage. You can even ask someone to carry it for you. My only And since it's nylon, it's if you are a Spanish inspired guitarist, so this is the range of the acoustic guitars. There's one as low as 8,100. If you notice, there's yeah. So we're zooming out. There's that black guitar with that violin thing going on. I kind of like that. It looks cool. It looks different, and I like different. I also like that 12-string guitar. When you are having that jamming Newman session I mentioned earlier, it's pretty decent. It sounds great to have. It's like, well, it's like produces that round warm sound. Earlier there were cymbal sets. Not Here's a basic drums, and I think the brand of the cymbal was, I think, Sonor. I'm not sure. Here are some Cajons again for that jamming Newman. There's also a thinner version. So these are the rectangular boxes. Costs around 2,000, 3,000, depending on the size. But there's also some sort of cajon that is like flatter. It's not bigger than a phone book. And here we have the items that are hanging on the rack. We have cables, drumsticks, capos, on the display stand, some drum parts like those screws and stuff. Here we also have guitar, violin, and other stuff like guitar picks, harmonicas. I didn't see the guitar cables exactly if it were wrapped like the one similar to an flat iron. I think they call it Nika. Here we also have the wind instruments, wireless systems for the mic and maybe the guitar. They have guitar strings. They sell I think the neon ones We also have expression pedals, wah pedals, volume pedals. This is one of the things that that grabbed my attention. Those miniature effects pedals, those cute ones. I've heard some good word about it, especially Joyo and the Moore brand. They sound very nice despite the size of it. Us traditional guitarists are very used to the big ones, solid ones made of metal. Those DODs, Boss, Arion, PSK. Those are the the ones I grew up with. But if you have the money and you're open to, that's the thing with those miniature effects. Invest when you invest in them, and then you realize that one or two of them, it does not fit your guitar style or the music you're playing, you can always consider trading. There are websites for that. Overall experience with the store has been great. The one who attended to me is very polite. He was playing drums when I came in, and then when he noticed that I'm looking at the display stand, he probably had the idea that I have intention of buying. He stopped what he's doing, and then he came up, "Sir, what can I help you with?" Stuff like that. Bought a guitar string, and then I asked permission from him if I can take a video, and then he says it's all good. So that's what I did. I would recommend this store, especially for if you are a novice or someone who would like to start playing musical instruments, because the staff are very friendly. They will give their thoughts about where to start, what instrument to pick, and that will be helpful because these guys are pretty much experienced. Some of them I know play in the band, because you will see if you go to here there are battle of the bands here and then, and you would see them perform, or maybe in some bars or events. So that's my walk-in review video of the Lazer Music Store. So guys, please support this channel by clicking like, subscribe, and clicking on the bell notifications so that if there's new content, you will be the first to know. And I will see you on the next video.